Kalimera, good morning everybody. Thanks for the invitation. It is my pleasure to share the Novartis view of what is a very important topic. That is our ethical responsibility as company, as industry, I believe, in delivering access for the benefit of the Greek patient. And why innovative medicine access is so important? I think there are many studies available. This is just one from United Nations showing how in the last 60 years we increase quality of life and we increase longevity of about 10 years. That is a lot. What it is interesting that about 50% of this increase is coming from better environmental situation. What we eat, what we breathe, how we live, how is our life, early detection, early recognition of disease, better knowledge of our medical doctor and medical expert. At the same time, about half of this is coming from the availability of innovative medicine that is really helping for longevity and quality of life. And a similar study is available in Greece as well. It's a shorter period, you can see, it's only from 1995 to 2009, but it's the same. 1 year we gain through to better living condition, the other year we gain thanks to the availability of the innovative treatments. So the study here is finishing around 2009, is when the world crisis happened, Lehman Brothers in US and in Europe and in Greece. And what we, of course, need to ensure that this positive trend will continue. And this is our responsibility to make this happen together with the other stakeholders. So definitely there are things that are important to be changed. And the crisis or the limited resources should not be the excuses not to do something or not to continue this positive trend. Clearly, we have a situation today where the availability of innovative medicine is not at the ideal level. If you are a Greek patient, you need to wait 9, 12, 18 months to have an innovative treatment available that is already present in other European countries. And being part of EU, we know sometimes is not easy, but at least if you are part of EU, we should have the same benefit of other EU citizens. That is exactly access to innovation. At the same time, what is also created some discomfort or problem that despite not having access to all the innovative treatment, also the costs are not under control. And this year, for the first time, we probably experienced something like 300 million clawback after having 150 million in 2013, 200 million excess and not control in 2014, and now we will get probably with a projection of 300 million of cost out of control in pharmaceutical. And this is extremely dangerous because it's giving a perspective of a system that is not working properly, is giving the risk to companies that continue to invest in Greece at this level, need some more predictability. So there is something that we need to change altogether, and we are here, of course, to start a dialogue and a collaboration in this towards this direction. So we don't like to complain, and that's why we'll also have 3 proposals, very simple proposal on what, from our point of view, we can start discussing and implementing, probably I would say as soon as possible. The first one is obvious one, is the control of volumes. We need all to work to favor the penetration of generics products. The level of penetration is suboptimal, is way below the European level, and we need to ensure there are mechanisms in place to do it. It's not rocket science. We know that in some countries it's very easy to do it. You just go for a substitution at the point of sales, and you easily increase the level of penetration of generics. At the same time, we want to be sure that when we use innovative medicine, there is no waste of public money. We need to ensure that the right patient is getting the right products at the right time. And so we need to have in place mechanism of control ensuring that these high-value products are properly used. It's not only about volumes, of course, it's also about pricing. The current level of price is still different again from some European average. If you look at generics and off-patent can be still considered high. And I say this also from the point of view of a company, Novartis, where we have generics in our Sandoz unit, we have off-patent, we have innovative products, we have medical device. So, as I said before, it's a question of choices, where the choices should be made in order to favor something different. And the system for pricing and reimbursement is still very complex. We are referring to many countries with the possibility of mistakes. And also we need to wait that many countries has products already available in order to have it available for Greek patients. So simplification is definitely a strong need. Not only this, we need also to accelerate the focus on managed entry agreements. One example, for maybe it's a technical word, but if you look at simple price volume agreement, is something that is present already, is not difficult to implement. As Mr. Contos was saying before, we need the negotiation committee to be empowered to do this. There are clear examples where we can all have saving and introduction earlier of innovative medicine using this concept. And we should also move out from all the system of flat rebates, volume rebates, 50-50, co-payment, and all of this to a more simple situation where unified volume rebates is a way that probably is more fair and more simple and more consistent to move and create some saving that can be needed. But for us, the most important thing that where we like to open a discussion is really to go and look not only at the system, not only at all the patients that can benefit from innovative products, but mainly at individual patient, and go and analyze a system where the sustainability is the most important thing. And we perfectly know that we should go towards a direction that the state funds and the taxpayer are used only when they really help the individual patient. We can track it today. We have very good tools. We mentioned before the registries in hepatitis C, the registry in hematology, the registry that will come in multiple sclerosis. We have a very good system of e-prescription. We have very good databases. The point is what we do with this data. And the proposal is to use this data to go towards a direction of pay for performance. What does it mean, pay for performance? It means that if your medicine is effective, let's say in 85% of the target population, this is a very effective medicine. This is very good. This is very positive. But what about the other 15% of the individual patient that will not benefit from this medicine? Our proposal is that the cost of this medicine is not carried by the state, is not carried by the taxpayer, but is carried by the pharmaceutical company. It is the responsibility of the pharmaceutical company, it is the responsibility of Novartis to provide drugs that are effective at every single individual patient. And we should measure, we should track it, and only if a patient is improving survival, is improving quality of life, is slowing down disease progression, only if a patient goes less time during the year to the hospital for an acute event, the product should be considered effective, and in this case should be reimbursed. We should be very cautious in using the limited resources that we have in the state, and of course, although these are all taxpayer money, and that's why as companies we should propose to go to a direction where the potential savings are higher than what we have today with the clawback and the rebates, only applying a simple rule of pay for performance where the individual patient matters and the results of the individual patient matters. This will be also helping the public image of the sector. It will be clear to everybody that only when we create value, we receive value, is a simple concept of value sharing between private and public. And why we want to do this? Because at the end, we promise something. We promise something very important to the patient. We promise that we will do our best to maximize the access of innovative medicine. We promise that we will take care of their input when we design clinical trial. We promise that we will treat the personal data of the patient in the strictly compliant way. We promise that they can have a reliable partner in our company. So, as I said at the beginning, it's a period of tough choices. There is no easy solution. Our objective as Novartis is really to start a discussion and to start valid negotiation with the key decision maker and the key stakeholders, because we know that at the end this is for the benefit of the patient worldwide and particularly for the benefit of the patient in Greece. Thanks a lot for your kind attention.